Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean, and this is our video report for Tuesday, December 2016. The Bulls put in a pretty good follow-up day after yesterday's big rally, which it's impressive, and it's something that I was saying you can't be ruled out because what I am kind of ruling out so far until proven wrong is that there's we're going to get some kind of upside breakout right now. I think that we have sentiment that's too high. We have bearish divergences on 60-minute charts. We haven't really had any type of real pullback or tester. So I believe that upside is going to be limited, but what I've been saying is that it doesn't mean that we can't make new highs. And if we make new highs, really what my thinking is that we're not going to it's not going to be sustained, meaning even if we make new highs, they may be new highs by 3-4 points and then come back down, and we kind of go sideways. And I'll show you in the chart I've been showing you, and that's the fractal pattern that we saw previously. So first thing, let's take a look. We had the S&P that was up pretty good. You can see there's a lot of selling going on from institutions. We had the block volume and overall money flow that was negative. So we know that institutions are selling this rally, and we've been seeing that a lot. And if we take a look at our regular charts here, so this is the fractal pattern that I'm following right here, and you can see we kind of, it's very similar to where it was, where we popped up, made a little bit of a new high. I mean, this high was at 2182, and this one came in at 2199. So we're within this area here where we just kind of levitate in this area but go sideways, and there is no real breakout, and then from there head down. So that's still in the cards. I still believe that is what's going to play out, and I don't believe it's going to be a move like this that goes up. It's going to be more of a sideways up-down action until we get a little bit of a deeper drop that brings the S&P. I still have a target down at the 2158, 2113 area would be good resting places because they're coming down to test the moving averages before heading higher. So if we make the new highs here, what's going to happen? I've been saying that I'm looking for some bearish divergences to set up on the daily chart, and that's probably what's going to be playing out. And you can see on this one, they dragged out for a long time, and there was no breakout. Everybody was looking for, at the time, 2300, and from there, everybody was turning bearish on the market when we were down here. So the same thing is going on. The bulls like to press and press until everybody believes that the market's never going to go down. They jump in, and then they pull the rug out. So that's pretty much, this is the risk that I'm looking at, where your reward is limited to the upside, but your risk is 100 points to the downside. On the 60-minute chart, you can see we're right back where we were right here. We have bearish divergences that have been in place for a fairly long time. We may be setting up a new set of them. It's kind of hard to say right now, but these are pretty much intact right now. So if they decide that they are going to push above the 2214, then the 2220 area would be the next target. And again, it's probably not going to stay up here. It's going to drift back down again. What the bears have to do is try to get the S&P below this 2202. This is a moving average. It's a pivot, and it would be below the pivot. And what that would have, that would set up a reaction trade probably down to this 2192 or possibly 2188. And if we start going below that, that's when we start looking at the retracement coming down here. But right now, we haven't really had any even tester to the downside, so we have to wait for this market to stop pushing higher, and then from there we start looking for support levels to drop before we start anticipating a larger drop that will be taking place. 15-minute chart, nothing really to go over. Once we broke out of, we don't really have any type of, hang on, let me just move this and we'll see if we have a channel right here. So yeah, not really. It's kind of too high on it. We haven't had any kind of resting area, so this isn't a good channel to be following. But anyway, right, like I said, we have, you can see even here where we have a move higher going on, but yet we do have bearish divergences. So I think that upside it's risky just because I don't believe there's enough just enough reward for the risk that can be, that you're playing on the long side. But the Bulls, the seasonality wise is bullish. And the Bulls like to push the tape until, it doesn't go any further. So to say it's not going to go higher, I'd be lying to you. I don't know that. All I do know is that usually when they have these types of moves, the move to the downside is really fast, and usually upside price-wise is limited. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. And that's about all I have for tonight. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.